Alright guys, it's my day off and I went to Pike's because they had a hydrangea sale and passed my favorite nursery Busy Bee back on my way back and picked up a few things. Cabbages, which I'll plant a little bit later, but these perennials were 50% off, so I got some back in fuchsia salvia, and then there's some scabiosa as well. So let's go put these clearance plants in the ground. Alright, this is the second side of the car. So you can see I got a Starlight hydrangea. That was $19.99 on Pikes. Amazing. I got a eucalyptus and an echinacea. So let's go put all of these in the ground. Hey everyone, Lisa the Web School Gardener here. Let's go ahead and plant these plants that we got from clearance. And I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks on how to plant hydrangea and perennials that you get from clearance. This is a Starlight Pinnacle hydrangea. It's actually called a sweet Starlight hydrangea that I got from Pikes. They had a clearance sale. These were $19.99 a piece, which super happy about that. This particular hydrangea, let me show you guys a picture of what it looks like. And the stats on this is, let's see, grows 4 feet tall and 3 feet wide. This does bloom on new wood, so we can prune this in the spring. This is in great shape for it to be $19.99, and for this size of container, it's amazing as well. So I want to go around and show you guys where I'm going to plant all of this. I did also get some clearance salvia and scabiosa as well, so I want to plan that out. So let's take each plant plant by plant and take each plant by plant and plant them from there. Give you guys some tips as well. It's going to rain for us this weekend, which is amazing time to plant. So it'll get a good drink of water on there. Let's start first with the echinacea. First thing I want to plant out is this echinacea, and it's called a fresco apricot coneflower. Wow, this is so beautiful. They're past their prime in terms of bloom, but there's lots of buds that are coming up on here. I'll pop a picture of the on the screen to show you what it looks like. And where I'm thinking of planting it is when you come down my stairs here. I've got this gap that's right here, and I typically have coneflowers here as well. So I figure I'm going to plant it right here because this gets, let's see how tall, about 30 inches tall, which is about the same here. I may need to move these coneflowers later on because what I realized is the ones I grew from seed, they get about 5 feet tall, which is ridiculous. So I need to move them to the back of the border. So I'm going to place this echinacea like right here because it'll look really good. Now, one of the future projects I need to work on is my what do you call that? Ajuga is spreading like crazy. So I need to pull some of this out because it's engulfing my perennials and I don't want them to take over. So let's first of all plant this. Now what I'm going to try to do is I want to see if it's possible for me to split this echinacea. No, it's too small. It's too small for me to split. I was going to see if I could split it, but I don't want to take any chances on anything. Now I'm going to come back and put some fertilizer. Completely forgot to bring my fertilizer when I went down. So I'll come back and put some fertilizer at the top of the root. And I'm trying to increase the perennials in my garden that come back year after year. And this one, of course, I don't have it in my garden, and I love the variation in colors. So that was a good find today at Pike's Nursery. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Now I should be able to see some fresh blooms from this because they do have some bloom, some buds. So I'll bring it a little bit closer so you can see it. Just making sure there's no air pockets around the roots. So just pressing the dirt around. So that was pretty easy. All right, and what I want to do is this tag, I'm going to keep it, so I'm just going to put it somewhere where I can see it. Because in the winter time, this dies down, and I want to be able to know what I have here. You guys, I broke one of my buds. Super sad. It's okay. All right, so that's plant number one. The next thing I want to plant is my silver dollar eucalyptus that I got. And what I'm going to do is I want to experiment. So let's see how big this gets. 1 to 3 feet tall. Okay. Have it upright. 6+ hours of direct sun. So my area, what I'm thinking about is I want to experiment. So I had this before and it died on me. I had it in a pot. So my idea is, what if I plant it down in the ground? The problem is, where I ideally want to plant it based on the height of it, that area is filled with annuals right now. So I have a placeholder in my garden and I'm going to plant it there. So I'm going to bring you guys over and we're going to plant it there. So walking down my stone step garden bed, by the way, the Rosa Sharon is looking amazing. Let me show you guys. Isn't that beautiful? The flowers are just amazing. So if you recall, my plan for this bed that I just cleared out in one of my other videos is to fill this up with perennials, and my plan is to plant taller things this way, shorter this way. But my silver dollar eucalyptus, I need a placeholder where to put it. I'm going to really have to move this and reorganize this bed once the annuals are done to make things flow a little bit better. But I need a placeholder to put this. And I'm thinking, since I have an empty spot right there, there's drip tube, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Again, this is silver dollar eucalyptus. Let me show you what it looks like. And it does say that this is zone, let's see here. Actually, I'm gonna have to see because I don't know whether this is a perennial in our area or not. It says annual. Okay, that makes sense why the other one died. So what I'm gonna have to do with this is dig this up and put it in the greenhouse wintertime. So this will be on our list, which I need to start writing out a list of everything that I need to dig up, put in pots to store in the greenhouse. Okay, that makes sense why I died in the first place. It's a little bit root bound, so I'm gonna rough the root up a little bit. So what I'm doing is, just to rough the root up, is I'm just breaking it apart like that. You're not going to hurt the plant that way. Using my hori knife, I've got a spot right here. I'm going to go ahead and plant it in. All right, moving my drip tape back to the root of the plant so it'll have enough water. That one should be good. Putting my tag so that way I know what it is. Walking down, there's my silver dollar right there. I think it would look really good filling in that space for right now, and I'll take it into the greenhouse and let it overwinter on there. I just wanted to show you guys quickly my Rosa Sharon from this view. Hopefully it's coming through properly on the camera. So continuing my project of planting my perennials, I got 50% off. Well, this mangave is considered annual, so it's mangave dreadlocks is what it's called. This one here, I'm gonna put it in a pot, put it on the deck, and in the winter time I'm gonna take it into the greenhouse because I love it. I love the variegation on it, and I don't want it to die. So I'm gonna pot it up. I got a pot here, and I'm going to pot it up. And let's take it apart first. Oh my god, this is stuck. So if you have issues where you have a hard time getting plants out of the pot, so let me show you what I normally do. Is I usually just roll it on the side like this to kind of soften it up. Now be careful with this one, because it does have the little spike. You don't want to break the leaves. So I'm going to do that first, and then see if I can get it out. Ah, it worked. Yay. Alright, so I just realized I'm going to have to shave a little bit of the root off of this, and the reason for that is the pot's not deep enough. So what I'm going to do is, you know what? I don't want to do that. Let me go find a pot that's deeper for this. So let me go see what I have around the yard, and I'll be right back. So the only container I could find was this one here, which is a plastic container. Nothing wrong with it, but I thought I had like a terracotta container that was not in use, but that was not the case. So what I'm going to do is take my mangave, place it in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the bottom up with some potting soil first, because it's sitting a little bit too low in the container. Now I do have to research how to fertilize mangave. I don't know at this particular time. And I just realized something. This container has a lot of big holes, so I'm gonna have to put something on there to protect it. So let me, to make sure the soil doesn't fall out of it, let me find something. I'm gonna use a piece of rock. So I just use a rock, I put it on here, and it's not completely blocking the hole, so I should be fine. Alright, then I'm going to backfill with some potting soil. And then I'll go ahead and do a little bit of pruning on it. You know what I should have done? I should have done the potting trick where I take the pot out of the container, the plant out of the container, put the empty pot, fill it in with soil, and then take the pot out, and then you put this inside of it. I should have done that trick. Not sure why I didn't think about it, but oh well. Actually really nice out. It's in the high 70s, I believe, or low 70s, and it should be like that all day today. And it's overcast, a little bit of rain all day today as well, which for this is August 23rd, I believe. Really nice weather. Alright, so here is my mangave all potted up. Now I'm going to go ahead and do some trimming. Let me grab my trimmers. So I'm just going to cut out all of the dead ends. Now if you have to do that, I don't think so, but I'm just, all the ones that look yellow, I'm just cutting them out. The brown pieces as well, cutting those out as well. Now what I'm thinking about is maybe to make this look a little bit more decorative is how about if I take some of the rocks I have in the side yard and use that to decorate, to put on top, so it acts like a mulch, and I think it'll pop really nice against this. So let's go do that. Here where my rocks are at, so let me go ahead and take some of these, and I'm just going to use them to fill. Alright, so here is the finished product. Looks really nice. If I can find a terracotta container, I think it would look good in the terracotta container. And now I'm thinking that I kind of want to leave it somewhere in front of the house. So I'm thinking maybe here where I normally pass by every day, I could probably leave it there because then I'll water it too as well. Alright, I decided to leave it here right next to this white container so I can see it all season long, because I do pass here every day, and I think I'll see it and I can enjoy it and then take it into the greenhouse for the winter time. So all in all, not that bad. Again, 50% off, guys. The last thing I wanted to plant was the two 50% off salvia that I got, and the scabiosa. So let me show you guys the picture of it again. So this is called Back to the Fuchsia salvia, and this one here is scabiosa there. So again, this area here, I'm going to totally reorganize it. I need to reorganize the, what do you call it, the Black Eyed Susan and the foxgloves as well. However, not ready to do that yet, but it is on my list for sometime this fall. So where I'm putting these are just going to be placeholders for now, until I get to the point where I am completely ready to reshuffle this whole area and reorganize it. And my thought is, which I just thought about this right now, is I can do this in fall when I'm planting my bulbs, because what I'll do is rearrange all the perennials and then plant the bulbs in between them. So that's my thought process. For right now, it looks a little bit disorganized, and I must admit that it looks a little bit disorganized, but we're already to the tail end of summertime, and I just want to get these plants in the ground, and I can move them all the time, so it's not a big deal. So I'm going to plant a salvia there and a salvia right there, so they're all right next to each other, and then the two scabiosa will go over on that side because they're shorter. For that, I need my digging shovel. I'll be right back. Can't believe I got these plants 50% off. I mean, these are amazing for perennials. Alright, backfill now. Making sure my drip is on the roots of the plants. So I get to be, let's see how tall. 12 to 14 inches tall, so that's why I want to plant in the front of the border. So I'm thinking like one here and maybe one right there. since the root ball is fairly small for these, I'm just gonna use the hori knife. And I'm planting them close to each other because I want them to touch each other. Oh, it started to rain, guys. Oh, I gotta hurry. These are in great shape for being 50% off. Now I should get a flush of flowers from both of these this season. So it started to rain, so I planted the two salvias there and the two scabious. I wanted them to touch. So if you look at it, the way I'm doing things is taller in the back, shorter in front. So I think the only thing that I will need to reorganize would be the Black Eye Susan and the foxgloves for next season, so everything kind of flows a little bit better in this bed. I do have to show you guys this. I don't know what the name of it is, but it came back. I got this on clearance last year, and it self-seeded itself, and earlier in the season I thought it was a weed, so I was pulling it out only to realize that it's not a weed. So I'm just going to let it self-seed itself. I'll pop the name of it on the screen, but yeah, got this on clearance last year.